Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phone with Dr. Mohammed elsadek, Professor of Transportation and Roads Engineering. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Well, Dr. Auf, what are the most important road projects in the Delta?
According to the meeting which was held yesterday between the President Fattah al-Sisi,
Yes.
Minister Kamil Wazir, Minister of Transportation, and the Prime Minister to discuss some issues in transportation system in Egypt. Minister Kamil Wazir explained the effort to develop the railway system at the level of the Republic in its various aspects, especially executive and construction situation of the first line of the high-speed train network between Ain al-Sokhna, El Alamein, and Marsa Matruh, which extend for a length of 660 kilometers. About this high-speed train, we have more than 150 companies working in its establishment and about more than 100,000 workers in various specialists as well.
Yes.
The minister presented the latest development in cooperation with the German group Deutsche Bahn to manage and operate the high-speed electric train with its 3 lines, where it is expected to establish national company under the name Deutsche Bahn Egypt. In addition to the German group to transfer expertise through training and the qualification Egyptian cadres of engineers and technicians as the group headquarters in Germany and centers in Germany as well. Also, the executive position of establishment the new Bashtir railway station, which is very huge railway station in Egypt, in accordance with the highest international standard, was presented during such a meeting, which contributes to improve the service provided to the passenger of other Egypt trains, especially, as well as reviewing the ongoing effort to develop the railway fleet in general, especially the new tractors and the modernization, the old ones. Minister of Transportation also discussed the construction situation of number of roads and access at the level of Republic, especially the road network and access between governorates and cities of the Delta. President gave their instructions to finish all the roads in Delta within the next year, including East Delta access, which is very long access between Zakazig city, Sembeloin, Mansoura, towards Gamasa and New Mansoura city.
Yes.
At the coastal international road. Also, the international coastal road itself from Bursaid to Saloum cities, which has been developed in these days. In this context, the President directed the speedy completion of the work in the road network in the Delta next year, I said, given its importance and its being arteries of development serving the citizens and people of the surrounding governorates, cities and village, in addition to its vital contribution to the development process, facilitating the movement of trade and linking urban, industrial, and agriculture communities.
Yes.
Also to enhance the smooth movement between cities and decrease the travel time and costs as well between the governorates of the Delta, in harmony and integration with the Decent Life Initiative to develop the village of the Egyptian countryside. The ongoing development process of the port system at the level of the Republic was also presented and discussed in the same meeting. especially with regard to the executive situation of the project of the port of Alexandria, which include the Khela port and Middle Max port as well, including all cargo and the containers yard and the logistics system and all facilities inside such a very huge port in Alexandria. That's all.
Yes. So, Dr. Auf, how does the development of the roads would affect positively or boost the economy in Egypt?
I talking about all transportation system, includes road networks. I also talked about harbor, port of Alexandria. I talked about high-speed train, different modes of transportation. All these modes of transportation, when it will develop, will affect positively on the economic situation, as the cost of the transportation of goods especially will decrease, so the total cost of any item will decrease as well, and this will also attract all developers from outside Egypt to develop and invest in Egypt, and this will import dollars and money to invest in Egypt, and this will affect positively in the economic situation of Egypt.
Yes. Also concerning the investment, how would the development of the roads would affect positively the investment in Egypt?
All these transportation modes I'm talking about will help Egypt to develop the economic situation in the next few years.
Yes. What is your assessment of what happened in the road transportation network recently? Yes, and we would like also to know in what stage have the projects reached until now. We can see now while moving in Egypt, in Cairo especially, and Giza also, we can see the monorail. They are still working, but it's about to end, to be finished, isn't it?
Okay. The LRT, which is light rail transit only, has finished 2 months ago. But the monorail, we've got 2 lines of monorail. One of them to serve administration, the new capital, and the other one to serve October City. Both 2 lines are still in process. They have not been finished yet. We've got the high-speed train, 3 lines of the high-speed train. The first one, which between Sokhna City and Marsa Matruh, will finish within next year. And the other 2 lines, we need at least 2 years to be finished.
Hello?
Yes.
Dr. Auf, yes. Dr. Auf, how would the transportation system, and especially as we've just mentioned, the monorail or the light train and all the projects in the field of transportation, how would the citizen, the Egyptian citizen, benefit from it? How would it save time for him and save money also? And also, there were news and information going around as the ministry heard that some of the citizens were writing on their private accounts that they are very afraid that these transportation system will be expensive for them. So before it starts, we can see that the ministry have been making low prices for the tickets of these transportation. How do you see this?
Right. For the citizen, for the Egyptian citizen, all these modern modes of transportation will serve the citizen, especially to move, to facilitate movement, to the new capital very soon, and also to connect the Red Sea to the Mediterranean Sea through the high-speed train. For the ticket price you have talked about, ticket price decreased a few days ago for the LRT to encourage Egyptian citizens to use such new environmentally friendly mode of transportation to can reach to the new capital, and to encourage people also to use such mode of transportation. And I think very soon, within the next year, the high-speed train will finish, and also we need all of us need to encourage citizens to use such new modern mode of transportation to use, especially to go to the new capital or Ain Sokhna or Marsa Matruh as well.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Also, thank you for your valuable information. Dr. Mohammed elsadek Auf, Professor of Transportation and Roads Engineering. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and I'm going to be back with you.